How do you feel like that went?
I think it went good. I think it went good. It's just things that you do during the course of the year with your players. You meet with them, talk to them, tell them your expectations, and go from there. And so Merle's a great kid. Obviously, I know he wants to play, but he's got to put himself in a position. He does that out here on the practice floor, and if his time comes, hopefully he'll be ready.
What can he do to change what's gone on?
Defend, rebound, run the floor.
He said he anticipates playing Saturday. Do you share that sentiment, or maybe not quite there yet with a couple days of practice left?
We only practice one day, so you got 2 more days, and then you got to get a feel of the game once it starts. But his biggest thing I just told him is just put yourself in a position to be ready.
How much? I mean, I don't think anybody expects a silver bullet, but how much can just 2% difference make for you guys when you're playing these close games?
Well, it's huge. It's huge when, look at, I don't have it off the top of my head. I just remember giving up 19 offensive rebounds to Cincinnati. I know getting out rebounded, the other night, 17, I think, against Kansas. And it's a common, and then Gonzaga, I don't know, Baylor, I don't know off the top of my head, but those are 4 losses by 9 points to 4 of the top 15 teams in the country. And so, obviously, 2 possessions, but also 2 possessions with better shot selection would help too.
Coach, you mentioned those 4 losses. Are those encouraging or discouraging that you weren't able to finish?
Discouraging. We need to finish. I need to do a better job collectively. I need to do a better job. But you got to do it on both ends. Everybody just evaluates the one end, because that's what everybody analyzes. But you got to do it on both ends down the stretch of games.
What were some of the things you thought about last night as you were watching, maybe today, whenever you watched Oklahoma and West Virginia?
That how good our league is when Oklahoma's 2 and 4 and they look like that. But Oklahoma, Woodard, now that he's back and healthy, they're a totally different team. He was awesome last night. That was a great win. They're down 15 or 12 with about 8 to 10 minutes to go and come back and win. I think it just talks about the strength of our league, how good our league is, and then it also lets you know that we've got a big task on Saturday, but something that we're really looking forward to.
Is that film less helpful than other games, considering how West Virginia plays? You got such a small sample size.
You know what? The one game that I really watched West Virginia probably the most, I actually watched it twice, was against Oklahoma State because of just their history.
You watch Oklahoma?
No, I'm just talking about when you're asking about West Virginia.
I meant when you're scouting Oklahoma, is that film against West Virginia less helpful than maybe other games?
I was thinking real more from a West Virginia standpoint. No, usually now Woodard played now, so now we'll take more of we're looking at games where Woodard played rather than Woodard didn't play. I think Neil had told me today with Woodard they averaged 81, without Woodard 57 in conference play. That's a stark contrast there. Woodard was great last night. He was kind of the, you had Buddy and Cousins last year, and so you almost not forgot about him because he made a huge shot at their place against us last year. But those guys got a lot of headlines, obviously Buddy, and now this year it's Woodard's team, and obviously he had the illness and now he's back. But man, the character of that kid to miss a free throw and then come back and hit the game winner in overtime, we've got to do a great job on him.
How would you characterize Monte's play over the last 2 weeks or so?
Really good. You look at his Big 12 stats. I shared his stats with the team yesterday. Those are high level. Field goal percentage from the field, I think, is 45. 50-something 3. Leads our team in rebounding. 9-to-1 assist to turnover, and then 15 to 17 points a game, somewhere in that, and then a couple of steals a game. It's phenomenal. His stat line is ridiculously good.
Where are you at with Cameron right now in terms of what he's done?
I'm just really trying to get him adjusted here. Academically, socially, basketball-wise, we've got him now. He is now structured with the strength and conditioning with Pete. He's really just observing practice right now. We're at pace in practice right now. We're going so fast to where it's hard to just throw him in and slow down to teach him. And so he'll start individual workouts, and then he's obviously in class and everything. But he's doing good. It's good to have him here. and we're just going to use this semester to get him better academically, get him better physically, and then obviously next year he'll be ready to go.
So Monday, you talked about needing to go back to the drawing board a little bit with your rebounding, that kind of stuff. How have you addressed that this week? What have you done to kind of get back to work on that?
Well, yesterday we finally had our first full practice in a long time, and we did a lot of 2-on-2, 3-on-3, putting those guys in a position where they got to defend the ball, where they got to rebound. And at the end of the day, then we got to do it. I mean, we showed clips where we had great box outs, where Naz boxed out Carlton Bragg to the Big 12, and then we showed some where Josh Jackson got 3 offensive rebounds on one play and no one touched anybody. And so I think it's just a mindset that we got to continue to talk about every single day. We may never be perfect from a rebounding standpoint. We've got to be better.
To go back to Cameron, is there any managing of his own expectations about the pace that he's going to progress at right now? Or
Yeah, that's the one thing is, it's just day to day with that. I don't want to, I'm not want to overhype guys or underhype guys. He just needs to get here and get better and slowly get acclimated to what I want and really start getting good relationships with these guys. Our guys have done a good job with them, and then, like you said, just manage the expectations, because at the end of the day, he's still a freshman. He just got here, from Louisiana, and he's up in Iowa now, and so there's a lot of things that he's got to personally just continue to get better at.
Is he trying